and welcome to today's hockey game featuring the Wethersfield High School Eagles against the St. Bernard Saints here at the Champions Skating Rink in Cromwell on Martin Luther King's Day. Getting ready for the face-off. Patrick Moridi, center ice with Clint Lynn. Joe Kopsak on wings, Ben Sikora and Justin Lord on D. St. Bernard with the puck, brings it in. Patrick Moridi with the puck, out to Clint Lynn, up to Joe Kopsak. Kopsak keeps his balance, shot in, and St. Bernard clears the puck all the way down the other end, and we have our first icing of the day. Got a nice shot by Joe Kopsak, and there was a rebound to be had. So we have the face-off down in the St. Bernard zone. Got Sobin, John Sobin out there. Getting ready to take the face-off. Sam Hatzavassis out there. With Tony Sousa, Ben Sikora dumps it back behind the net. St. Bernard tries to clear it. Sobin intercepts, drops it back to Sousa. St. Bernard pass goes all the way down the other end, and we have another icing call, and the face-off comes all the way back down. Teams change up. Got Chris D going, coming out. With Sam Pontaclone, Carl Hokins, Matt McDonald. I think number 8 today, number 8, it's like Nick Fichette is wearing number 8 today. St. Bernard's intercepts. Skating in. And Greg Donahue with the glove save. Greg saw it all the way. So the face-off down in the Wethersfield zone. Nick Fichette with the face-off. St. Bernard controls. Shot whizzes by Greg. Christie tries to hit Nick Fichette with the pass, but a little too wide, and it goes all the way down, and Wethersfield gets whistled for the icing. So the puck comes all the way back down. And St. Bernard's gets a shot off, and Greg Donahue with the stick save and a cover-up. Line change, Wethersfield. Patrick Moridi comes back out, Matt Gunn on D, Clint Lynn on wing. John Corona on another D. Puck comes out. Clint Lynn along the boards. Patrick Moridi. Broken up. And in front, Joe Kopsak parked out in front, gets the rebound and puts it up into the top corner. And at 13-10, Wethersfield jumps out to the 1-0 lead. That's the way to do it, Eagles. Nice shot, Joe. Sid, waiting for that rebound. You got to wait for that rebound. A rebound comes out there, take your time and put it upstairs. Face off, Patrick Moridi. Matt Gunn. Clint Lynn with the puck. Shoots it on net. St. Bernard goalie covers up, and we'll have a face off. So at 13-10, Wethersfield strikes. So we have a Kopsak with the goal, with assists going to Clint Lynn and Pat Moridi. So Patrick getting ready to take the face-off. St. Bernard controls. Clint Lynn breaks it up. Joe Kopsak keeps it down in the St. Bernard zone. Clint Lynn with the puck. Tries to feed Joe Kopsak again. And Patrick Moridi tries a backhander. Probably a stoppage in play as the goal comes off its mooring. So we'll have another face-off. Wethersfield changes lines. Tony Sousa out there with John Sobin. And Sam Hatsavasas. St. Bernard controls. St. Bernard skates out. Dumps the puck in. Sobin skating it out. Up to Sousa. Sousa clears the zone. Sobin with the puck. And just above, just tied. Eagles buzzing. Sobin to Sousa. Back to Sobin. Sousa. Sobin. And Sam Hatsavasas in front. A little wide. Tries backhanded. St. Bernard's gains control. Skates it out. Justin Lord breaks it up. And we have an offsides as the puck came out and then back in before St. Bernard could clear the zone. And we'll have a face-off outside the Wethersfield zone. Christie, Nick Frechette, and Matt McDonald out there at the forward line with Carl Hokins and Sam Pontecalone on D. St. Bernard's keeps it in. Carl Hokins takes the man out. Behind the net, Sam Pontecalone. Matt McDonald, Chris D. Chris D dumps it in. St. Bernard controls. It's a dump out. Greg Donahue throws the puck along the boards. And shot from the point by St. Bernard's, but Greg saw it all the way. And he'll take a glove save. It's at 11:02. Face off down in the Wethersfield zone. Line change for Wethersfield. Patrick Moridi getting ready to take the face off. Puck comes out. St. Bernard on the point. Dumps it in. St. Bernard player. Backhands it, but it hits the ceiling. And the puck face-off comes out outside the Wethersfield zone. So we'll have another face-off. Puck's dumped in. Matt Gunn. John Corona. St. Bernard with the puck. No icing. Matt Gunn going after it. St. Bernard dumps it back in. John Corona after it. Drops it for Matt Gunn. And the puck is cleared out of Wethersfield zone by John Corona. And St. Bernard's comes back with a backhander as the Wethersfield D just got caught watching. You got to take the body, guys. You got to take that body. Can't let that guy skate. So at 10:07, St. Bernard's on the board, and we have a tie score. St. Bernard player came streaking down along the boards, cut in towards the goalie, and got a backhander off. Wethersfield having trouble controlling the puck there. So they're taking the puck and skating with it. All they're trying to do is push it out of the way. Come on, Eagles. Control that puck and skate it out. And St. Bernard's picking up some momentum here. Another shot on goal. Look for shot. Ryan Lair out there for Wethersfield. Dumps it in. St. Bernard wraps it around the back. Goal. St. Pontagoli intercepts, dumps it back in. And St. Bernard dumps it in. Get a partial line change. Carl Hokins wraps it around. Not out. And Wethersfield gets called for icing. At 8:20, score tied 1-1. Puck comes back down into Wethersfield zone for a face-off. Pat Morita getting ready to take the face-off. The Matt Gunn out there on D. Chris D. St. Bernard's gets a shot off. Able to control. Chris D gets the puck out of the Wethersfield zone. Matt McDonald. John Corona. St. Bernard controls. Matt Gunn with the puck. Puck comes out. And we have an icing on St. Bernard's. So the puck comes all the way back down to the St. Bernard zone at 7:42. So John Sobin getting ready to take the face-off with Tony Sousa and Sam Hatsavis on wing. We have Matt Gunn and John Corona on D. Matt Gunn. And a goalie made the save, but the puck dropped and Wethersfield unable to get the rebound. So do it again. Have another face-off. And another face-off. It's a Wethersfield doing a good job of keeping that puck down in St. Bernard zone, getting their chances in on goal. Sobin, back to Sousa. Tries to backhand it out in front. St. Bernard controls, dumps it around. Matt Gunn keeps the puck in the Wethersfield zone. St. Bernard with the puck. St. Bernard's shot in. And the face-off comes outside. I believe St. Bernard got called probably for a man in the crease. So Nick Frechette centering Clint Lynn and Joe Kopsak with Ben Sikora and Justin Lord on D. Back to Justin. Turns. Skates it up. Puts it out. St. Bernard dumps it back in, but Joe Kopsak intercepts along the boards. Wethersfield unable to keep it in. St. Bernard. Wethersfield keeps the puck in. St. Bernard regains possession. Scorer, DeLynn, intercepted by St. Bernard. St. Bernard keeping the puck in. Wethersfield unable to clear it. And finally the puck comes out. So action out there. It's good hitting. Joe Kopsak to Clint Lynn off his stick. And Chris D with the shot. And Sam Pontacone breaks up the play. Nice save by Greg Donahue. Sam Pontacone. Come on guys, a little harder passes than that. St. Bernard dumps it in. Greg Donahue shovels it off to Sam Pontacone. Sam up the wing to Matt McDonald. There's Sam Pontacone. Chris D. To Patrick Moridi over his stick. St. Bernard controls. John Corona keeps the play in. Mac McDonald. Chase. Sam Pontacone with the shot. Wide. John Sobin gets the puck to Sousa. And a save by St. Bernard's. Wethersfield had a chance there. It's a back-to-back action. End-to-end action here. With 3:46 left, first period. Score remains 1-1. So we got Hasavis, Sousa, and Sobin on the forward line. And again, glove save by the St. Bernard goalie. And Sobin getting ready to take the face off again. Face off goes behind the net. Wethersfield dumps it back in. St. Bernard. Stick save by St. Bernard. Sobin. Got a 2-on-1. Good defensive play by Ben Sikora. Cut off the pass. Sobin to Sousa. Goal has been waved off as the net got knocked off the mooring. So St. Bernard gets a break there as the referee skating in blew the whistle. So we'll have the face-off down in St. Bernard zone. Nick Fichette. And St. Bernard, his goalie has given up rebounds. The Eagles just got to crash in there and take advantage of it. Nice hard shot. And so we have our first penalty of the game. St. Bernard player gets 2 minutes for charging. So at 2:35, the Eagles go on a power play. So we got Sobin, Sousa, and Hatzizapis out there on the forward line with Corona and Pontacaloni on D. Face off. What is nice save? Oh, Sam saved it but lost it. Back to Corona. Sam Pontacaloni skating with the puck up to Tony Sousa. Just wide of Sobin, and St. Bernard's clears it all the way down the other end. John Corona after the puck, sets up behind the goal, skates it out. Behind Sobin, controlling his puck, centers it. Tries back to Sobin. Corona, Tony Sousa, back to Sobin. Sobin along the boards. Eagles control, Tony Sousa behind the net. Up to Sobin. Wow, just wide. And the Eagles had chances. Tony Sousa trying to break it up. Puck back down in St. Bernard zone. Clint Lynn battling along the boards. Puck's not moving out of there. I think we should have a whistle here. Let us. St. Bernard content on blocking it up in there. St. Bernard controls. And with 20 seconds left, we got an icing call or a high sticking call. Face off down in the Wethersfield zone. I believe Wethersfield got called for a high sticking. It's a touching the puck above your shoulder. Not a penalty. But face off is down in the Wethersfield zone with 20.4 seconds left. Pat Moridi getting ready to take the face off. Greg Donahue with the save. Covers up, and we'll do it all over again. John Sullivan comes out to take the face-off. Sullivan, Kopsak, Carl Hokins, Clint Lynn, Ben Sikora out there. Sullivan getting ready to take the face-off. Face-off. Ben Sikora with the puck. Skates with it. Around the boards to Carl Hokins. Got two. Down to one last second, and that's it. That's the end of the first period. Scored tied. Started a second period. 1-1. Wethersfield goal by Kopsak. Face off. St. Bernard controls. Had a St. Bernard player parked out in front of the net. Ben Sikora, Patrick Moridi. Wethersfield dumps it in. Tony Sousa. Now we have a stoppage play as the goal comes off its mooring. The referee should get a little bottle of water and put it on there in the post there. Freeze it down there a little bit. So, Wethersfield is line change. Face off outside, just outside Wethersfield zone. St. Bernard dumps it in. Sam Ponzacaloni. St. Bernard dumps it in. Kopsak. Corona. Along the boards. Clint Lynn, unable to get to it. Wethersfield having a hard time getting the puck out of their zone. Patrick Moridi, Clinton Lynn, who finally is able to clear it out of the Wethersfield zone. And we get another face-off as Wethersfield gets called for icing. The Eagles were having trouble getting the puck out of their zone. It kept hitting people and skates and popping back in. Somebody's got to take that puck and skate it out. St. Bernard's had a player parked right out in front of the goal. The Eagles were lucky. Quick shot there on Greg. Greg with the leg save. Justin Lord is able to get the puck out. Matt McDonald gives a chase. And St. Bernard was offsides on the play. It'll pile up in front of his own, in front of the face-off circle. Nick Frechette, face-off. St. Bernard dumps it in. So the puck goes out of play. And held the face-off in the same exact spot. Nick Frechette getting ready to take the face-off. And Greg Donnie with the save. Nice check by Ben Sikora. Line change. Pontecalone and Hawkins out there on D. Sobin. St. Bernard dumps the puck back in. St. Pontecalone. John Sobin. And I think we have another penalty call here on St. Bernard for slashing. So we get a slashing penalty called on St. Bernard. And Wethersfield goes on a second power play. Joe Kopsak getting ready to take the face-off. For Mac McDonald. We got Tony Sousa on a one-on-one. St. Pontecalone trying to feed Kopsak. Not getting in your way, are they? So we have a face-off down in the St. Bernard zone. Joe Kopsak getting ready to take the face-off again. Tony Sousa takes the shot. John Corona dumps it back in. Matt McDonald. Sousa, unable to connect. And St. Bernard with 1:07 left. Dumps it back down. Wethersfield regains possession. St. Pantaclone. To Sousa. On goal, but nobody there for the rebound. Eagles are bunching up a little bit too much out there. Got to set that play up. So with 43 seconds left of the penalty to St. Bernard. Face off down in St. Bernard zone. Sobin. St. Bernard clears. Greg Donahue. Sobin. Sobin skates it in. Again, they're trying to put it on the goalie, but again, there's nobody there for the rebound. Got to wait till somebody gets there, or somebody's got to be aggressive and skate in. St. Bernard controls and shoots it down on goal. John Corona to Sobin. And another harmless shot on the goal. Wethersfield unable to keep the puck in. Pirates penalty expires. Sikora to Sobin. Sobin skates in, loses it. And a shot that goes off of a stick and out of play. And we'll have to face off down in the Wethersfield zone. So Wethersfield unable to do too much with their second power play. But they're trying to rush it a little too quick. They got to take their time, set up, use their points. Nick for shot to face off. Puck comes out of Wethersfield zone. Nice check by Justin Lord. Ben Sikora. And a whistle. And I think it must have been an offsides. Puck came in and out. And then, so we'll have the face off between the blue line and the red line, center line. Nick for shot. Nick for shot. Lord to Sikora, back to Lord. To Frechette, nice pass. St. Bernard clears the zone. Wethersfield clears the zone again. St. Bernard controls. Justin Lord. And score breaks up the play. St. Bernard dumps it in. Hustle, a lot of action out in front of the net, but Greg Donahue reaches around the side of the net and covers it up. St. Bernard hustling there. Eagles getting caught a little flat-footed. Too many blind drop passes. Got to pass to somebody that's there. D's got to do a better job of controlling that puck and skating it out of harm's way instead of just leaving it there and dumping it. Time ready for the face-off. Back to Carl Hokins, along the boards and through the legs of a St. Bernard player, no icing. Joe Kopsak chases. Puck gets dumped back in to the St. Bernard zone. Sam Pontacalone breaks up the play, loses his edge. St. Bernard player hustling. And whistle blows. Again, some rowdy St. Bernard parents here disputing the whistle. Sam Hasvazes out with the puck. Tony Sousa gets taken down. Wethersfield. And it looks like we're going to have another penalty here against St. Bernard. I think Tony Sousa was taken down from behind. And we get a tripping call against St. Bernard at 6:12. So Eagles go on their third power play. Haven't done much on the first two. Key to the power play is to take that puck, control it, and pass it around, opening up the ice. Sullivan with the face-off. Sam Pontacalone. Sam Pontacalone again with the puck, dumps it down in. St. Bernard controls and dumps the puck out. Sam having trouble with his edges. Clint Lynn. Kopsak behind Sobin. But so manages to keep it in. And a whistle will get an offside as the puck came in and out. Wethersfield gets called for the offsides. And we'll have the face-off out right outside the St. Bernard zone. Minute 23 left. Eagles unable to group here and do anything on this power play so far. I got another almost a minute and a half to go. And Sobin getting ready to take the face-off. It's Kopsak. And St. Bernard gains control and dumps it out. Greg up to Lynn, Sobin loses it, and St. Bernard clears it. He goes a little unorganized on his power play. But he's waiting for somebody else to take the puck. Tony Sousa, Clint Lynn. Again, right into the St. Bernard player. Up over Sobin's stick. But the puck does go down into the St. Bernard zone. Puck comes out. Joe Kopsak would try a slap shot, but he's hit it high. Wide shot by Sousa. He goes finally trying to get a chance of keeping the puck in. Kopsak to Sousa. To Sobin. And the backhand there by Clint Lynn. Finds his way through the legs of the St. Bernard goalie. And as the penalty had expired, Wethersfield scores. And we get it. St. Bernard gets called for a penalty, for a bench minor for verbally abusing the referee. Might not like the calls, but it's part of the game. They go both ways. So it's a bench minor penalty against St. Bernard's. So he goes to go right back on the power play. You got to learn to keep that mouth under control. So at 4:10, second period, Wethersfield jumps out to 2-1 lead, and again another power play. Nick Frechette, face off. Nick Frechette. Justin Lord going after puck. Ben Sikora. McDonald. And Greg Downey with the glove save. Chris D out there. Justin Lord with the puck behind the net. Matt McDonald. Wethersfield having trouble getting on track here. St. Bernard parents getting unruly. And some pressure on by the Wethersfield on the goalie there, but the goalie covers up. See some St. Bernard parents trying to call this game. Fortunately, the referees and nobody really listens to it, doesn't hear it. Just should save their breath. And now we have a face-off. Referees talking to the St. Bernard coach. I don't think the referees are Really need to be listening to this verbal abuse. Hey, it's the kids playing out there. Let the kids play the game. Okay, John Sobin, face off. To Joe Kopsak. And St. Bernard goalie to save. Nice shot by Joe, but it's got to be on net though. Hit somebody on the way in and deflected. Joe, top shelf, Joe. Some little extracurricular after the whistle. From behind. 33 seconds left in the penalty. 2:42 left in the second period. Wethersfield up 2-1. Sobin again. St. Bernard dumps it in. Another 2-on-1. 2-on-1. St. Pantacloni skates it in. Ducks to check. St. Pantacloni, come on Sam, get in. And another penalty. So, Eagles go. So, I guess we got a 10-minute penalty here from St. Bernard hitting the player from behind. So it's a 2-minute minor and a 10-minute misconduct from hitting from behind at 2 minutes and 1 second left in the second period. The Eagles will have the power play for just about the second period except for 1 second. Two and a 5. He has to serve. So to face off in St. Bernard zone. John Sobin. Puck comes out real quick. Joe Kopsak dumps it in. Sam Pantacloni. Sam dumps it in. Sobin wraps it around to Sousa. Sobin. Just wide. St. Pantacloni to Kopsak. And glove save. If somebody was cutting across there, I think the goalie would have been screened and that would have gone in. The Eagles got to do a better job of rushing the net when the player on the point gets ready to shoot. Can't let that goalie see it all the way. Hey, Sobin again with the face-off. Back out to Kopsak. Pad save. I don't think the goalie saw it, but his pads. Kopsak again. Dumps it behind the net. Clint Lynn. Wethersfield keeps it in. Sobin gets taken down, no call. St. Bernard controls. Wethersfield controls. Sobin. To Sousa. Looked like a goal there, but the referees waved it off. 40 seconds left. St. Bernard, another penalty on St. Bernard. So for the next 40 seconds, Wethersfield's going to have looks like a 5-on-3, a 2-man advantage out there. Or maybe not. Maybe there was no penalty called. No, I stand corrected. There was a penalty called. So at 41.1 seconds left, there's Eagles at a 2-man advantage. The Kopsak shoots it in. McDonald. The Kopsak. Wide. Eagles doing a better job of screening. Sousa. The Corona. The Kopsak. Stick save. Got 5 seconds left. Got one shot. One guy. One shot. Quick shot. And as the whistle blows, some little stick action here at the end. Well, and so after two periods, Eagles hold on to 1-0, 2-1 lead. And now we'll have an intermission. And the goal scorers, Kopsak had to... Okay, we are ready to start the third period. Wethersfield up 2-1. Wethersfield on a 1-minute, 18-second power play, beginning of the period. And there's a face-off. Started second period. Corona. Sobin along the boards. Sobin back to Sousa. Kopsak from the point. Along the boards. Back to Corona. Sack skates it in. And Wethersfield scores. Wethersfield scores. Looks like John Sobin tucked it in. Yeah, Wethersfield did score. At 14:33. 27 seconds in. 27 seconds in. Wethersfield scores 3-1. Waiting to see who. So there's a little communication problem here with the line changes. Second time in the last 23 seconds that they made players come back on the ice. Wouldn't let them change up. Kopsak dumps it all the way back in, and Wethersfield take the face off or the icing, and we'll get a line change. So we got Sobin scoring the third Wethersfield goal. That was at 14:33. Greg Downey with the save. Quick shot in on goal by St. Bernard, the Saints. Sobin with the face-off. Wethersfield having trouble. Sobin behind the net. Justin Lord. St. Bernard's controls. And Sobin comes up with it. Up to Corona. Corona loses his edge. Sobin along the boards. Into the St. Bernard zone. St. Bernard dumps it in. Out past John Corona. Also in after it. Wethersfield keeping the puck in. Puck is dying on the ice. St. Ponteclone unable to get anything on it. Bensicor wide. Sobin tries to center. So we got matching penalties here. So St. Ponteclone. So Wethersfield gets called for a double minor, and St. Bernard's gets called for a minor. So both teams will skate 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes, and then St. Bernard's will go on a power play. So the 2 penalties wash, and then the Wethersfield serves the extra 2 minutes. So St. Bernard on a power play. Shot goes wide. St. Bernard controls in the slot. Saved by Greg Donahue. Carl Hokins with the puck. St. Bernard keeps it in. Shoots wide. Clint Lynn. Along the boards. Not out. Wethersfield keeps it in. St. Bernard keeps it in. Action along the boards in the corner. Wethersfield unable to get it out. Bouncing puck. And Wethersfield clears the zone. Ben Socorro, the backhander, gets it out. Minute 4 seconds left in the St. Bernard power play. St. Bernard pulls up. And we have a pile up. 3-on-1 in the corner. Ben Socorro keeping the play, stoppage in play there. So with 45 seconds left, face off down in Wethersfield zone. Sam Hutz's office, the face off. Wethersfield able to clear the puck out. 32 seconds left. And 14 seconds left. The attempted clear out hit the stick of the St. Bernard player, and it came back in on Greg, who made the save. And 14 seconds left. And a penalty. And Greg will take the face off again. So puck goes to his left, glove side. 9 seconds left. 10:44 left in the third period. Wethersfield up 3-1. Hutz's office getting ready to take the face off. Face off. And Greg down. Oh, a pile up in front of the net. Shot goes wide. Matt McDonald. Puck clears out. Sam Hutz's got a 3-on-1. St. Bernard player takes it in the chest area, loses his stick. And St. Bernard dumps it all the way to the other end and gets called for the ice. So with girls, the clock. Clock ran a few seconds after the whistle. But Wethersfield holding on to a 3-1 lead. Less than 10 minutes to go. Keeps the play, stays in. Well, comes out. Christie gets pummeled along the boards. Christie not getting up. He got checked pretty good along the boards there. And Chris is getting up. He got hit right along the player's bench there, where there's no not too much padding and there's no glass. So he got hit, crunch, got kind of like sandwiched. And he's getting up. He's a tough kid. He's a tough cookie. Good job, Chris. So 9:40 left. Third period. Line change for Wethersfield. Got Sobin, Sousa, and Corona out there with Sikora and Lord. Sobin. A little too high to Corona. Sobin along the boards. John pulls up. Center Sousa. Sobin behind the net, nobody there. Corona back behind the net. St. Bernard. Lord. Puck back down in the St. Bernard zone. Sousa going in after. Corona. And high sticks coming up high by the St. Bernard players. Kid can get hurt getting hit in the back of the net like that. It should have definitely been called a 2-minute penalty there. The refs can't let that go because the kids are going to see that. They're not getting called and they're going to do it again and somebody's going to get hurt. But anyways, 8:50 left, third period, Wethersfield 3-1. And Wethersfield elects to take timeout at 8:50 in the third period. I think the referee, the coach, Wethersfield coach, used that timeout to talk to the referee. So, timeout's over. The face-off down in the St. Bernard zone. Sobin, Corona, Sousa on the forward line with Sikora and Lord on D. And we're waiting to face-off. John Sobin, getting ready to take the face-off. Make a face-off. St. Bernard controls, but hits one of their players. Puck gets in. Tony Sousa. Just wide. Sobin. Lord dumps it in. Sousa. Sobin. Corona. Looks like we're going to have matching penalties here. An initial penalty to John Corona for, I think, for an elbow. And then retaliation penalty by the St. Bernard player. So at 8:22, both teams get 2-minute penalties. Face off back down in the St. Bernard zone. 8:22 left. Hawkins and Pontaclone out on D. Hatzisavis, Sobin, and Sousa on the wings. Hawkins chased by a St. Bernard player. St. Bernard's puck. Puck comes out. St. Bernard broken up. Sobin Sobin skates out, dumps it into the corner. Hawkins. Pontacoloni. Done offsides here, I believe. So another two matching penalties, this time Sam Pontacoloni. So teams remain 5-on-5. So Sobin, Hatsavis, and Sousa. Puck comes out. Sousa to Hatsavis. Got a 2-on-2. Shots wide. Sobin wide. Sousa curls. St. Bernard controls. Not out. Sobin with the check. To Hatsavis. Steps in the way. Sobin with the puck. So, defenseman fell down. And St. Bernard at 6:41. Scores as a defenseman fell down and the St. Bernard player had a breakaway. Sam Hatsavis just couldn't quite react to get back in time. So at 6:41, St. Bernard cuts the lead, cuts it to 3-2. Nick Frechette and Greg Donahue with the save. Face off down in the Wethersfield zone. Joe Kopsak gets the puck out. Justin Lord dumps it in. Nick Frechette. Clint Lynn, bat along the boards. St. Bernard controls. Kopsak to hit, able to dump it out. No ice, ice waved. 5:45 left. St. Bernard dumps it in, and Greg Donahue takes a hit from his own player. Come on, guys, can't afford to hit your own player. So 5 minutes and 37 seconds left, third period. Wethersfield holding on to a 3-2 lead. Wilkins and Corona out on D. It's Sobin, Sosa, and McDonald on forward line. McDonald, Sobin, 2-on-1. Sousa racing in. Two on two. St. Bernard controls. Corner along the boards. Sousa racing along the board, getting slashed. Shot goes wide. McDonald dumps it back into the corner. Sobin. Sobin muscles the way out. McDonald. And nice shot, but glove save. Glove save, and little fisticuffs going out in front there. Little punching there. I don't think there's any penalties being called. Referee over talking to St. Bernard coach. Nick Frechette along the boards. What is St. Bernard controls, skates it out. St. Ponteclone controls to Frechette. And again offsides. Face off outside. Wethersfield zone, 4:04 left, 3-2 Wethersfield. Timeout St. Bernard. After timeout by St. Bernard with the face-off outside Wethersfield zone with 4:04 left. I'm sure St. Bernard is planning some strategy if they can't score within the next couple minutes about how to pull their goalie and stuff. But Frechette out there for the face-off. Ben Sikora controls, dumps it in, and gets called for the icing. He shot it down a little too quick. He had to cross over the red line, center ice line, before he can dump it in there, or else it's like 3 lines and that's the icing. So the face-off comes all the way back down. Can't do that with trying to kill the clock, getting the puck face-off coming back down your end. Got to skate it down. Face-off. Kopsak, get ready. Wethersfield able to clear it out. Icing waved. Nick Frechette, Clinton Lynn. And Wethersfield got caught watching, out of position. Nobody took the body. And St. Bernard at 3:33 ties it up. You can't let the guy just skated right in. Nobody took the body. Nobody took the body. It's not Greg's fault. Ben Sikora took himself out of the play with the puck guy along the boards, and there was nobody back there to come back and take the man out. You can't just watch, guys. It's a contact sport. San Pontecone coughs it up. St. Bernard. Again, guy left out in front. The Eagles are watching. And you watch, you lose. Sobin. Clears. Hasadas. St. Bernard skates out, 2-on-2. St. Hasadas gets hustles back. Again, a St. Bernard player out in front, nobody covering him. Shot goes wide. Nobody on the off wing. Again, the shot goes wide. 2:22 left. Puck goes out in front. High. St. Bernard controls. And the puck skates in. The Eagles are watching. They're watching. Nobody bunching up. So the momentum tide changed when St. Bernard scored that goal and make it 3-2. And all of a sudden come back, scored 3 unanswered goals to take the 4-3 lead. Through the legs of the Wethersfield defender. Loses it. Pucks comes out. St. Bernard will just play hide and just keep away. McDonald, Sobin, McDonald dumps it in. Minute and a half to go. Wethersfield defense can't keep the puck in. Puck comes on front. And less than a minute to go. We got 58.7 seconds left. 4-3 St. Bernard, who came back from a 3-1 deficit to score 3 unanswered goals. I think Wethersfield thought they had it in the bag when they went to 3-1. But it's 45 minutes of hockey. Yeah, Greg Ben Sikora wraps it around. .38 seconds to go. Sousa unable to control it. Sobin. 13 seconds left. Puck gets cleared all the way down. And with 8.4 seconds left, face-off will be down in the St. Bernard zone. Eagles got time for one quick. They control the puck and get it out and take a quick shot. Hopefully there's a screen, but they got to work hard to win the face-off, draw it back. And with 1.5 seconds left, Eagles pull their goalie, but the draw didn't come back quick enough. The Eagles got to be more aggressive. It's got to skate in on it. Can't let it come to you. Got to skate in on it. A minute and a half seconds left. Second and a half left. And that's it. St. Bernard comes back from a 3-1 and beats the Eagles 4-3 on 3 unanswered goals. The Eagles broke down there to jump to a 3-1 lead, started watching instead of playing. So we got some got some St. Bernard parents really showing their true colors. But the final score here at Cromwell, champion skating rink, St. Bernard Saints 4, Wethersfield Eagles 3.